From JBS Studios in Greater New York, this is the JBS News Update with Teisha Bader.
I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Friday, May the 9th, 2025. 2 IDF soldiers were killed during fighting in Gaza yesterday. They were named today as 20-year-old Sergeant Yishai Eliakim Orbach and 21-year-old Staff Sergeant Yam Fried. 6 other soldiers were wounded. Sirens sounded today across large portions of central Israel and southern Israel as well after a missile was once again fired by the Houthis from Yemen. The IDF said the missile was intercepted. One woman was said to have been lightly hurt while running for shelter, but there were no other injuries reported. Israel's Minister of Defense, Israel Katz, said in response to the attack, the Houthis continue to launch Iranian missiles at Israel. As we promised, we will respond forcefully in Yemen and wherever necessary. The IDF said today that together with Israel's security agency, the Shin Bet, that it eliminated the head of the Palestinian Islamic Jihad terrorist organization in Jenin, in Judea and Samaria, the West Bank. He had established terrorist infrastructure, the IDF said, and planned attacks in the immediate future. And yesterday, the IDF said that it eliminated a Hamas terrorist in Gaza City who was a member of the terror group's military intelligence and who infiltrated Israel during the brutal October 7th massacre and participated in the abduction of 85-year-old Yafa Adar. Video footage of Adar's abduction was seen across Israel. Her composure and strength were widely praised. Adar was released in November of 2023, and responding to the news today from the IDF of her abductor's killing, Ynet cited Adar saying, "One might think I would feel a sense of closure. I need to clarify and remind that we cannot have any closure as long as my eldest grandson, Tamir, who went out to defend the community, was wounded, kidnapped, and did not survive his injuries. His remains held captive in Gaza, along with 58 other hostages. The only victory," she said, "that will allow us to recover will be the return of all hostages." IDF Chief of Staff Major General Eyal Zamir met today with several former hostages, survivors of captivity, Liri Elbag, Romi Gonen, Omer Shemtov, and Sasha Tropanov, telling them, "I wanted to hear from you directly about your feelings during the time when you were kidnapped and IDF forces were operating near you. The experiences you went through were difficult, and you radiate strength and resilience that are worthy of appreciation. The return of the kidnapped and their protection are before our eyes all the time. We will continue to act in every possible way to meet the goals of the war, to return all the kidnapped to us and to defeat the terrorist organization Hamas. The hostages who remain held by Hamas have now been captive for 581 days. We now turn to response from Israel and the Jewish world on the choosing yesterday of a new pope. Cardinal Robert Francis Prevost became the first ever pope from the United States. Leo XIV, his chosen papal name, addressed the tens of thousands gathered in St. Peter's Square yesterday, urging them to build bridges through dialogue, through encounter, to come together as one people, always in peace. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu offered his congratulations to the new pontiff, saying, "I wish the first pope from the United States success in fostering hope and reconciliation among all faiths." Israel's foreign ministry saying, "We look forward to working together to further strengthen the relationship between the Jewish state and the Holy See. We hope to welcome you soon to the Holy Land." The Anti-Defamation League said, as he assumes this sacred role, "We look forward to building upon the legacy of cooperation between the Catholic Church and the Jewish people." And the American Jewish Committee saying, "We look forward to a close relationship with Pope Leo XIV as we continue to advance positive Catholic-Jewish relations for the benefit of Catholics, Jews, and all of humanity." Taking a look now at our programming for tonight on JBS. For Friday, May the 9th, live Shabbat services are coming up at 6 o'clock from New York City's Central Synagogue, followed by Shabbat services from the Hampton Synagogue. Then at 8:30, Justin Pine speaks with Rabbi Zev Reichman about why the Omer is such a powerful time for inner growth and the teachings of Rebbe Nachman and more. At 9:30, Abigail Pogrebin speaks with social media activist and influencer Montana Tucker, whose new documentary Children of October 7th features firsthand shattering stories from young survivors. At 10, David Harris speaks with Izabella Tabarovsky on Soviet influence on contemporary antisemitism. At 10:30, a replay from the Hampton Synagogue, followed by a replay from Central. And coming up next, it's a look at this week's Torah Portion. And that's the JBS News Update for Friday, May the 9th, 2025. I'm Teisha Bader. Shabbat Shalom. Am Yisrael Chai.